Hey y'all, welcome on in. My name is Alex, the Creative Llama. If you see that red live box right there, that means I'm live, but if you don't see it, that just means you're catching the replay. So make sure you comment hashtag replay if you are catching the replay. We're going to use this transfer and we're going to make some summertime coasters. So when you pop on, comment the word citrus and I will send you the supply list for everything I'm using. And we've got all the fun colors too. Perfect for summer. So hit that heart button for me and comment the word citrus. We're going to go ahead and get started because we do have quite a bit of like cleaning the transfer and all of that because we have to use the same transfer multiple times. So this is the coaster set that's available on my site. Like I said, if you comment the word citrus, this is available in that cart link for you. It's the first link in the message. Hi, Leona. Leona, I totally just remembered I need to send you that invoice. I'm so sorry. But you get this cute little holder and then you get 6 coasters. The really neat thing about these is that they are chalkboard surface. So you can totally chalk on them, keep them for a season, and then spray them and wipe them down. Hi, hello. How are you doing? All right, y'all. So let's go ahead and get this started. We are going to pull out our fuzzing cloth. Hello, Pam. Hi, Kathy. Y'all, I don't know if y'all heard, but Scout is sold out, unfortunately. So if you didn't snag it, I'm so sorry. I love this color. Hi, Sandy. How are you? Hi, Diane. Hi, Donna. All right. So we need our fuzz cloth. We are going to take this transfer and we're going to use the citrus slices. So, excuse me, y'all. Let's fuzz and we'll do this part first. And then we're going to see if we can use this outside part on some of them. Okay. Thank you for sharing. Yellow, everyone. Oh, hello, everyone. Hi, Maureen. Hi, Janice. Thank you for sprinkling. All right. Let me put this to the side and we're just going to start with one of these and we're just going to lay this right on here. And I apologize if you can hear the dogs. They're like real pumped up right now for whatever reason. Who knows? Hi, Bambi. All right, so let's first start with Bumblebee. Okay, Miss Diane. Diane, okay, yes. Send me another message to remind me. And then when I get off my live, I will sit down and I will send that invoice. I got the color on my last order. Yay. Hi, Lynette. All right, so I'm going in with Bumblebee. And we're just going to cover this right on up. So I love these coasters. If you have not gotten a set of these coasters, they are amazing because they are a chalkboard surface. So you can change them out for the seasons. You just don't want to seal them. But if you want to seal them, you would just need to use a clear sealant spray. So that's an option too. But I have some that I use and I don't seal them and they're fine. They're just fine. Okay, so we're gonna pull this up. Look at that, so pretty. All right, we're gonna clean this. Hi, Dolores. We're gonna clean this and dry it off and do it again. Waiting on my order and yay, you got the color of the month. Yes, who got the color of the month? I was so shocked that it already sold out. I had no idea it was even low quantity, you know? It's so pretty. You're welcome, Miss Dolores. I'm guessing you got it today. That's so weird that it gave you a different address on your email, but I'm hoping you got it. All right, that is nice and clean. Let's close up our yellow. You got it. Yep. How are you? I'm doing good. I'm not getting it, but how are you? I'm getting it, but not yet. What do you mean? What does that mean? Oh, the club from yesterday? Yay. So you did get it. Okay. All right. Wipe this up and let's do another color. So we're going to go in with Squeeze. And we're going to do the same exact thing. I'm not going to fuzz it. You can if you want to. I'm just not going to. Lay this down. And let's go in with this beautiful orange. Y'all, if you don't have Squeeze, you need it. It's gorgeous. I have not used this color enough this summer. I will say that. All right. Picking up all that extra, and hi, Michelle. Okay, Miss Dolores, send me a message because I'm not quite sure what club order you're talking about. All right, there's the squeeze. Let's clean it. The bags that were on. I have no idea what you're talking about, Miss Dolores. About the bags that were on sale from yesterday. I didn't have any bags on sale from yesterday. Did I just get paste all over my nose? I'm not quite sure what you're talking about. Send me a message and we can figure it out. All right. Spray with a little bit of water. Scrub it. And then we're going to move on to the next color. Let's do, should we do Meadow for like a lime? What do y'all think? It is such a pretty orange. It does kind of look like a grapefruit, doesn't it? All right. Wipe that down. Let's dry it off. And we're going to do it again. Okay. Y'all, if y'all have questions about orders, send me a message. I can't remember orders, how they work on here, or who I've sent out what. But I will tell you, I am down to my last 6 open orders for cutouts. So more than likely, your order has already shipped. Okay, we're going to fuzz this. Hi, Barbara. Hi, Marie. Hi, Sharon. Fuzz this, and then we're going to go in with some Meadow for lime. Okay. And we're going to wipe this off. Thank you for sprinkling. I so appreciate that. And y'all be sure to hit the heart button. And our keyword tonight is citrus. When you comment that keyword, you will get a message from me with the supply list and all sorts of links to join a group or join perks or get all the info about anything that I have. So don't be afraid to click around in those buttons or links so you can get more info. I'm so glad you're here, Miss Barbara. Ooh, y'all, that green is pretty. No, they didn't, Miss Debbie. They're in the cart link. They did not. I was able to add them to my cart for y'all. All right, let's scrub the front, scrub the back. We've got 3 more. Let's dry it. It is a pretty green. Thank you for sprinkling. Hi, Linda. Dry this off. Like so. And then while that's drying, we'll clean up our, hi, Marcia. We'll clean up our squeegee. Okay, so far, which one's your favorite? The yellow, the orange, or the green? Which one is your fave? All right. Next one, we're gonna lay this down and push down. Hi, Francis, the green. Okay, we're gonna go in with guava, which is like a pinkish one. Now, you could totally do all funky colors. You don't just have to do like the typical like citrus fruit colors. So I do have a blue and a purple pulled out that we're gonna use as well. But I thought this guava was really pretty. Yellow, wow, they're all beautiful. Maybe the orange. Okay. Getting this on there. Making sure it's all covered. Like so. And open this. Yellow, it's your favorite color. There's the guava. And look at it next to the squeeze. Which one do you like? Those are both pretty. I will say that. Love the orange. Yeah, I like the vibrant colors too, Marcy. Absolutely. All right, clean this one. I told y'all we have lots of cleaning to do on this live. But these are going to turn out so cute. Squeeze, guava. I think I like the guava. Yeah, that definitely looks like a grapefruit. All right, dry this off. They are very close. It's hard to kind of tell on camera, but in person, they're very different. All right, let's dry this off. Getting all of it off, all the water. And then let's clean our squeegee. So then we're gonna go in with some teal and with some berry. And we're just gonna do some fun colors. So let me close this, y'all. I made a mess of this jar and it doesn't want to close because the paste is so dried up on the lip of the jar. Okay, let's try it. Love the teal, yeah. All right, so I'm not going to use shimmer teal. I'm just going to use couture teal. And y'all, if you're in my VIP group, make sure you go check out the club color post. There's a way that y'all can snag some of the club colors at a little bit of a discount. So that is posted in there. All right, we're going in with the teal. Now you could totally just go back and do one of the other colors that we've done. Oh, you know what? I was gonna do raspberry sorbet, but we'll just stick with what we have. I just realized that. So let me pick up all the extra that's sitting on top. Okay, peel it up. Ooh, y'all, look at that. That's pretty. All of these colors are so pretty. I'm loving the brightness of all of them. All right, spray with water. And we're gonna clean this transfer. This is the second to last time. We'll clean it one more time. Love the teal, yeah. So if you don't have the coasters, go grab them. They are so fun. I can show you some other stuff that I've made with the coasters. You can even do a design on the front and the back. It's to her last day of school. Oh my goodness. That's so fun. Yay for being out for the summer. Is anybody else's kids or grandkids still in school? Hi, Debbie. All right, let's clean this up and then we'll do berry. And then we will see if we want to do the outline on some of these. And I'll show you what I mean here in a second. So push this down, making sure that there are no air bubbles. Hi, Shauna. You gave them away as Christmas presents? I love that. You have a couple sets of the coasters. Miss Barbara, have you made anything with them yet? If you don't have this transfer, you need to grab it because I am loving these. They're so fun. I'm trying to not get my finger in the paste. Okay. So this is the color berry, and I may have not added all of the colors to the cart link. So you can go through and add whatever colors you want. We found out she's in 2nd grade and reading. Oh, Dolores, that's amazing. Oh my goodness. That is absolutely amazing. My 7-year-old aunt is flying to San Antonio tomorrow on vacation with her family. She is so excited. How fun. What are they doing? Where are they going? Where are they staying? Are they like, you don't have to tell me because that's a little bit personal, but like, are they doing anything like, not anything fun, but like, what are they going to go see? What are they going to go do? That is seriously awesome, Miss Dolores. That is definitely something to be proud of and very impressive. All right, let me clean this off. We'll dry it and we'll put it back on our transfer. Or back on the backer sheet, and then we will dry all of these. And that is such great news. I'm so excited for you. Hi, Anita. How are you? All right. So here is our transfer. Let's put this part of the transfer back on. So the transfer does come with all of these other pieces, like the little lemon pattern, Sweet is Light, or Life is Sweet, some Buffalo Plaid. But we're going to use this one next, I think. Hi, Louise. Fun. All right, let's dry it. Okay. And then we will do maybe the outside on some of them, or should we do them on all of them? The only thing is then we're going to have to pick more colors. You know what I mean? So which color is your favorite? Teal, Squeeze, Guava, Bumblebee, Meadow, or Berry. They are all so pretty. So you could leave them like this. If you like them the way that they are, you could totally leave them like this. But we're going to add some other colors. I'll show y'all what I mean. We'll do one, and then if we want to do them on all, we can. I just got to pull up more colors. That's still a little tacky. Guava and Berry, Guava. I like the Guava, and I do like the yellow. All right, so let's start with the Bumblebee. And I'm going to use, so this isn't in the cart link, but I'm going to use Sunnyside for this. I'm sorry. Hold on. I'm sorry I missed the beginning. Did you use paste or ink? I used paste. I used paste on these because they are a chalkboard surface, so we can reuse them. However, if you want to seal them, you can. I have not had any experience of them messing up with like a sweaty glass on them. But if you're worried about it getting messed up, then I would suggest to seal it with a clear sealing spray. Okay. I think Gorilla makes one. Rust-Oleum, I think, makes one. All right, let's fuzz. You like the yellow and the pink the best? Yeah. So let's see how this turns out, and we'll see if we want to do it on all of them, okay? So I am going to fuzz pretty well because I am going to layer this on top of paste that I already put down, and I don't want the stickiness of the transfer to pull up the paste. So if you use ink, I don't know, Marcy, if you can use ink. That's something that I probably... It's just for fun, Miss Stephanie. It's not, that one's not supposed to match any fruit. I don't know if you can use ink on them. That might be something we need to try. Like experiment a little bit and see if inking would work. I mean, I would assume it's the same process, like the way that you would normally ink, right? I would assume that, but I don't know that for sure. You know what I mean? We'd have to experiment. Okay, so I'm going to do my best to line this up. There we go. It's not going to be perfect. Push down. Thank you. If you hadn't had any issues, I'd rather be, yeah. I mean, I haven't, but that doesn't necessarily mean you won't. You know what I mean? I don't know. Oh no. Oh no. Y'all. There we go. Woo. That did not want to open. Hi, Melanie. All right. Okay, open or pick up the Sunnyside and let's go all the way around. And we'll see if we want to do this on all of them or just like 2 more of them. Okay. Hi, Sandra. No, I did lighter. I probably should have switched it, but it's okay. Ooh, y'all, look at that. What do y'all think? Do y'all like that? I really like that. Ooh. Oh, heck. Made a mess. That is pretty, isn't it? All right, let me close this. So should we do the like outside part of it on all of them or just a couple? Now I can't close this, y'all. Hi, Nicole. What do y'all think? Let me spray. All. I had a feeling you were going to say that. All right. Let's dry. All, okay. No, I know that it is, Miss Billy. I just messed it up, but you could flip-flop it, right? I messed it up. You could do it either way, though. There's no right or wrong, in my opinion. You like the finished look that it gives. I agree. It does make it look a little bit more complete. Exactly, Miss Barbara. I'm making it work. I'm trying. Alrighty, let me clean this up. Okay, I'm just getting paste everywhere. Would you do lighter, same color on all of them? Probably. We're gonna see how we can make this work. I don't know. All right, let's go in with the squeeze, and we're gonna use orange peel. Thanks, Barbara. We're gonna use orange peel. I'm gonna fuzz this. Now, had I thought this through, y'all, I probably would have switched, reversed my colors, done darker on the outside and lighter in the inside, but it is okay. Absolutely, Miss Louise. Absolutely. All right. Let's lay this down. Get it as even as possible. Making sure I'm lining it up correctly. Nope. There we go. There it is. Nope. Hold on. I got the first one so quickly. It has to be this one. Yeah. There we go. All right, push down. Sorry, did you say that you can only get the colors of the month if you speak? Yes, Miss Nicole, but unfortunately, it sold out already. It did sell out. I will say that, which makes me really sad. Ooh, y'all, this paste is extremely dry. I wonder if black would be too much. It might be. Never thought of that. Doing black? All right. I did use regular water, y'all, because my orange peel is kind of at the end of its life, or at the end of the jar, so I'm really not worried about mold growing in here. But I suggest to use distilled water. Alex, I wasn't correcting you. Oh, no, Billy, you're totally fine. Girl, you're fine. Don't feel bad. You're totally fine. I didn't take it like that. Okay. I'm a little nervous with this orange peel since it is so dry, but we're going to make it work, hopefully. And I'm trying to work quickly because I don't want, it's already dry on its own, and I don't want it to dry in the silk screen. You know what I mean? All right. Let me go through, peel all this up, and that looks terrible. We'll go in and fix it. Okay, that one's not my favorite. It's because my paste is too dry. That's why. I probably should have used a different orange. Not my favorite. That's okay. All right, let's scrub We'll try to go in and fix it at the end, see if I can paint it a little bit and see if that will help. Okay. Just me being me, Michelle. This is just me. Exactly. So this is the perfect example. I do not like how this turned out. I could spray water on this, take my board eraser, wipe it off, and start over. I'm not going to just because of time, but if you mess up or if you do a color combo that you're not loving, just take it off. You can wax even though you already painted with chalk paste. Yes, you can wax. I don't like to wax like on chalkboard surfaces because I feel like it leaves a little bit of a shine to it, personally. But if you want to wax, you totally can. All right, let me wipe this mess of an orange up. Will they make more of the color of the month? They will not, Miss Cheryl, unfortunately. Unfortunately, I was hoping that it would last until the 15th. But it didn't, which I was kind of surprised. I could, Miss Cindy. I'm not going to just for time. But you can totally do that. Yes. All right, let me clean all of this up. Oh. Okay, next one is the green. Let's fuzz it. Now, what color should we do for the outside green? Maybe we use the color of the month. What do y'all think? What color do y'all suggest to use with the green? Since I should have flip-flopped it, obviously, and done the lighter color on the inside, but I didn't do that, which is okay. So, tell me which color y'all think we should do. While I figure out, there we go. Lime green. I do have wild lime. Now this is a retired color, so it's not available anymore, but we can use it. I just don't want anybody to be mad at me because it's not available. You know what I mean? So we'll use it, but don't come at me for using a color that's not available. I try not to use things that y'all can't get, if I'm being honest, but you could totally mix up your own wild lime color. Probably with meadow and some white. All right, let's pick up all this extra and let's peel it off. Hi, Ruthie. Ooh, I like that one. Wild lime was a great choice. Yes, it was. All right. I'd be careful with that, Miss Billy, because I know a lot of people who've gotten scammed by doing that. I would recommend to find a designer who has it rather than doing it off one of those groups because they do scam people. Just my opinion, but you do you. You like it. Yay. All right, let's wipe this up. Oh my gosh, the orange is back. Go away. That orange does not want to leave. It's also on the board eraser, so that probably doesn't help. Is that the way? Yes, Miss Nicole. So they only have a limited supply. So once it's sold out, it's sold out. I think there's only been one time in the same month, which was recently, that they brought it back for a limited time. But Nicole, send me a message. I have a couple extras. I don't normally like to say that, but I have a couple extras. So if you're really in need of one, I can help you out. All right, let's fuzz. Okay, and then we're gonna go in with this one. And I don't know what color to use on this one. I know, Miss Janice, I know. Usually it lasts until like around the 15th, and this month it just didn't. I was surprised. And like I told you, I didn't even know it was low quantity. All right. Which color? We could do coral or shimmer flamingo. What do y'all think? Shimmer flamingo or coral? I know, Janice. I know. I'm so sorry. Coral. I don't have a peach color. I don't have, well, do I have peach cobbler still? I don't think I have peach cobbler. Oh, or we could do peach cobbler. Okay, take out the shimmer. Coral or peach cobbler? What do y'all think? Now, peach cobbler is not available anymore either. So, don't come at me. It's probably because everyone wants it. Yeah, I think so too. Peach cobbler. Okay. That would work, peach cobbler. I love it. Marcy's sticking with the coral. So you could do coral or peach cobbler. We'll go ahead and do peach cobbler. Again, this color is not available. I really don't like using colors y'all can't get. But we're gonna see how this one goes together. I probably should have used this on the orange. I really hate how that one turned out. Just saying. All right, pulling this across. And, ooh, y'all, look at that. Ah, that is gorgeous. OMG. All right, we've got two more, y'all, and then we're done. Then we are done. Okay, spray with water. Scrub. There's that orange again. That one might be my fave so far. I didn't do a great job of lifting or getting all the paste off, so it is a little bubbly. I'll show y'all once it dries. That's exactly what I'm gonna do, Miss Barbara. You're already ahead of me. All right, let's dry this. Get it nice and dry. All right, let's pull the berry. And we're gonna fuzz. Two more, y'all. Hit that heart button for me. Comment the word citrus and sprinkle the video. Can you repaint the other one? Are you talking about this one, Miss Shauna? Yes, what I can do with this is just spray it with water, take my board eraser and just scrub it off and redo it. I can. I'm not going to, just for time, but you totally can. Now, if I sell these, I will probably have to fix that one. All right. Here we go. Push down. And then we're going to use Wisteria, which is a light purple. You could make your own dark purple if you wanted to. That is always an option. And we're going to pull this across like so. And thank you for the follow. Ooh, y'all, there's that one. I have all that I want. But I had to order the other night. You sold me on the color of the eye. Yeah, girl. You better be glad you got it because it's gone. It's sold out. I don't use Wisteria enough, and I actually really like this color. All right, let's close up Wisteria. We got one more to do, y'all, and then we are done. So let me wipe this off. We'll dry it. And then we'll be done. All right. Oh, did y'all hear that? Boone, what did you do to Tucker? Did y'all hear Tucker yelp a little bit? Yes, absolutely. Okay. Here is our last one, y'all. I think it's this one. Yep. All right, we're going to push down. I will be okay not getting it, to be honest with you. You're welcome, Miss Nicole. If you change your mind, just let me know. What's on the back side of the coaster's cork or some kind? Nope. It's the same material on the front. Yeah, Boone was probably messing with him. You know, Boone being annoying. All right, then I'm going to go in with Tide. We rarely use this color, but it's gorgeous. So this is the color Tide. Right? And I think this is going to be really pretty with the teal. Okay. And let's peel this up. Hi, Jeannie. And boom. I didn't do a great job of lining that up, but I don't hate it. That's probably the worst one that I lined up. But I like that color. Those two colors look great together. All right, let's clean this. We'll clean everything up. We'll dry everything, and then we will pick a favorite here in just a second. So if you want to make your own citrus coasters, comment the word citrus, and I will send you the supply list. It's the first link in the message. I only added a couple of colors, so if you want to change out the colors or get different colors, you can. I ordered the Texas transfers and wasn't able to get the color the month. Oh, I'm so sorry. Yes, you do, Miss Kimmy, and you can get it at your 30% off, which is amazing. Because you are a Perks member, my friend. All right. That's dry. Let's pull out our transfer. They all actually are, except for the orange one, Miss Billy. Except for the orange one that I messed up. All right, so let me move all these out of the way. So we have our teal, our orange, not good. Our yellow, guava, which I wish I would have flipped these. I think the peach cobbler would have looked really good on the inside with the guava on the outside, but that's okay. Then our green one, and then our purple one. So let's dry them while y'all tell me which one is your favorite. I think I really like the guava, the yellow. I mean, I like them all. I like the guava and the teal, I think. The purple, yellow, green, teal. Green or Tide. Hi, Linda. Purple and guava. Hard to pick, but you're going with the green. They are all great. This was fun. Like that's the thing is like your colors don't have to make sense. You can do funky things. Like there's no fruit that's teal in Tide. Okay? So have fun with it. Get funky with your colors. They don't have to make sense. Just making sure that this is all dry before I put them in their holder And the great thing is you do have the backside to do a different set or a different theme. That is up to you, obviously. All right. That one's not completely dry yet. I call it whimsical. Exactly, Miss Billy. You like the funky. Hi, Lorna. Okay, that one's ready. That one's ready. This one's ready. That's ready. Okay, they're ready. So it does come with this little holder. Now you could use the other part of the transfer. You could decorate the front and do buffalo plaid or put buffalo plaid all the way around. Or you could just put Life is Sweet or the linen pattern. It's up to you. I'm not going to do that tonight. But this is, we're going to put the orange one in the back. This is our project for tonight. Okay, Miss Barbara, I'll take a look. I'm so, whatever reason, behind on messages. So, Barbara, do me a favor, send me another message and just say, hey, check this, and I'll go back and I'll check it, okay? But isn't that so fun? I love these. Let me show y'all if it's in here. I did another set of coasters, which I don't know where they're at. But I did another set of coasters, but I love these. Like, love, love, love. All right, let's pick a winner. So y'all hit that heart button for me. Comment the word citrus, and I'm going to pick a winner from the comments. Hi, Melinda. I will be live tomorrow morning. We're going to be doing like a farmhouse sign. So make sure that y'all are signed up for notifications. Just comment ! notify if you're not signed up. But give me a second. Let me pull the picker up. Thank you. Now I'm going to have to order the coasters. Yes, you are. I like the guava the best, but they are all fun summer colors. I agree. I absolutely agree. All right. Sweet citrus coasters. Get comments. And let's see. Nicole Collinsworth. Nicole, are you here? You can, Pamela, you can spray it with a clear coat. But when you do that, you won't be able to like change them out. So just keep that in mind. Now I have some in my house that I use. And I haven't had any issues with it like bleeding or like with the glass sweating on them. But it's all personal preference. So Nicole Collinsworth, I think I'm saying your name correctly. If you're here, say here. Yes. You're welcome, Miss Stephanie. I'm giving her a second to see if she commented. Maybe I missed it. Hey, just or your sound didn't go. I know, Miss Lisa. So there she is. So Miss Lisa, I got a brand new phone, and so hopefully the sound won't be going going in and out anymore. Because I did buy a new phone last week. Yay, Nicole. So Nicole, send me a message saying, hey, I won. And I will I'll respond back to you with a form to fill out. And we will get that out to you as soon as I can, okay? So y'all have a great rest of your night. I will be on tomorrow morning. Yay, I'm so glad the sound is back. Yay. That's the whole reason why I bought a new phone. So I will see y'all tomorrow morning. Y'all have a great rest of your night, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye, guys.